Stanley 13050. Well, we got something neat today. We're going to go ahead and clean this up and see how it works. So stick with me. We'll give it a test when we're done. Well, this is pretty exciting. Got some new old stock here. And this is a combination plane. It's vintage, but contemporary as far as Stanley goes. This is the Stanley Combination plane, 13050. So in here we've got one Stanley Tools Limited Woodside Sheffield. So this is made in England and it is a combination plane. And this is our little color graphic here. And I know I need to clean up the blades, but everything else is pretty much brand spanking new in the box. So I've already opened it, so not a surprise for me. But this is new in the box. New old stock, I guess is what you'd call it. It has a display box to be set up in the store. The guy that shipped it to me from overseas had to take out the cardboard so it would all fit, because I didn't get that, but he had already done it before I knew. But this is the combination plane, and it's still got the rubber shipping arms in it for the rails. Comes with a package of cutters. Has the fence rods. And it's got the instruction manual. I probably need to refer to that. If I can get that out without screwing it up. I'll get some close-ups and details of the instructions later. Let me get the box out of the way. Okay. So it does have a plastic tote or handle to it. It looks very much like the Veritas combination plane. As far as I think I'd mentioned before in my little quick overview of this thing, that this is like the DeLorean, and the Veritas is like the Lamborghini of combination planes of this sort of style. That's a update to the 45 is my guess. It does come with cutters when it's new. There's one cutter in here, and it's one of the straight cutters that was in here for the display purposes. Open this up, and these are still got the Cosmoline or whatever they were using in the 60s and 70s. So I'm going to clean these blades up, and I don't even know if we need to clean anything up over here, but has a fence. Does not have the micro adjustment. It does have a fence. And then it's got these, we'll call them rubber baby bumpers, that were like placeholders during transportation. Alright, so it doesn't look like much to clean on here, but I'm going to go ahead and give it a wipe down. Looks like it has nickel plating, has a plastic tote. This one has sort of a, where they poured in the different colors to make it look like a wood grain, but I have to say that's extremely comfortable. So we'll see. It's also got two fences. This one here on the left side. This one also goes on the left side, but it's shipped this way. So we've got that. It also has two spurs. They're adjustable. One on the left, one on the right. So spurs or knickers. And of course this rail is adjustable. This helps to tighten the outside, so it'll be easier when we have the rails on there. This will just fall off. So you can open this up to exchange the cutters. It has a depth adjustment, and it also has, I'm going to call it like a counter. So here, to even up this when you tighten it down on a different size blade, that's what this adjustment is here. I do believe it comes all the way off. But I'm going to throw this into hyperlapse and get this cleaned up. And that's, once we're all cleaned up, we'll come back and we'll give this a try, see how it works. So we've got that all cleaned up now. I think it looks pretty good. So got it cleaned up and assembled. I put a cutter in it. I have this is the beading gauge, so I've got the depth gauge for the flat cutter installed, and I've got us with a little piece of pine set up over here. So let's give this a try. Never used this thing before, so let's see how it does. Looks like I need to put a clamp over there because this is workbench I'm building that we're trying to utilize here, but it's actually, you know, making a pretty good cut here. So give me just a second and I'm going to get a more secure bench. Alright, well that should do. Oh, that seems to be a much better way to grip it. So I haven't sharpened this, basically I just honed it out of the box. Well, what I see here is user error, not any fault of the tool, but that seemed to cut really well. Gonna have to get the hang of this thing. New tools, but it certainly seems to do exactly as it's supposed to. And we cut the depth, whole length, looks pretty clean. Stanley 13050. So that's a test cut. Seems to be working good. I'm gonna have to get accustomed to this. We'll try some beating. When I get a feel for it, we'll go a little more in depth. But I'm pleased with it. I think that turned out pretty good. So well, that was a lot of fun. I really like this, but I don't have enough experience with it, being that was the first time I've passed it across the board. The cut was really nice, other than my bobbles, trying to get used to it, trying to figure out a grip for it. I'm going to come back with a review of it after I've had some time working with it. I don't feel comfortable reviewing something that I haven't seen before or used before. Here I'm putting in some of the catalog or the manual, so hopefully you can pause where you would need to on here to get any information you might need. I know there's not a lot of information out there, so that's why I made this. The composite handle, you know, there's a lot of mixed feelings about that. I kind of like it. It's I mean, I prefer wood in that shape, but I don't know how durable it would be. I may at some point make a new tote for it to see how that would work out. But otherwise, it's a lot lighter than the 45. So I have that to say. I've never had one of the smaller plow planes before, or combination planes, like a box maker's plane, so I don't have that to compare it to, but I do have 45. I've got, you know, some Stanley rabbit planes for that use. So I don't know what I would use this for other than, you know, grooves for maybe drawers, whatnot. But I really enjoyed doing it. The video was fun to do. I like to find interesting tools and give them a try, see how they work. So come back in a little bit. I'll have you know, like not so much a long-term review, but when I've used it for a couple of projects and get a feel for it, I'll have a little more information for you on it. But if you can get one for $100 or less, I think it's an excellent substitute for the 45 if you can't find one of those. But these are hard to come by too. They're really easy when I got this one about 6 months ago. But this is the first time I'll get it out and give it a try. So thanks for watching. Hope this was some helpful information. Like and subscribe.